You feel like that stands?
Yeah, I didn't make that up. That's true.
That's true.
That's true. That's a true statement. I mean, I got it from an inside source. The guy who works for the National Football League. He got it from inside the league. Yeah, I mean, look, it's different for us. I'm just gonna say that. You know, black players. You know, we can't speak out like like some of the white players. Nothing against the white players. It's not even about that. You know, we both have the same struggles. I mean, we really do. So. It's just sometimes they want to make a statement, to show you that.
Shedeur is not just another young quarterback. He's the son of NFL Hall of Famer Shedeur Sanders, and he built his own legacy in college as one of the brightest quarterback talents. Yet today in Cleveland, he finds himself as the third-string quarterback, sitting behind veteran Joe Flacco and young competitor Dillon Gabriel. For some, this looks like a setback, but for others, it's a moment of preparation. And then there's Eric Dickerson, Hall of Fame running back, NFL legend, a man unafraid to speak his mind. Dickerson has been crystal clear. He believes Shedeur Sanders deserves more. In his eyes, Sanders should have been released by Browns GM Andrew Berry so he could join a better team. Dickerson went even further, turning his criticism toward head coach Kevin Stefanski. His words were sharp. "I hate to see him there. I wish they would have cut him. Let him have an opportunity to go to a better football team. I don't think the coach Kevin Stefanski wanted him. They should have fired him too."
I just felt like it was wrong what they did to him. I mean, look, Mel Kiper said in 30 years he hadn't seen nothing like this.
Right.
I mean, so, it was something to that. I mean, I know when it's something's done wrong. I mean, we all know. I mean, all of us talked about it. But nothing we can do about it.
Some news recently came out, a report that he basically didn't want to go to Baltimore and that he didn't want to sit behind.
Why all of a sudden this comes out?
Lamar.
One side, Dickerson believes Shedeur Sanders is trapped. On the other side, Browns leadership, Berry and Stefanski, clearly have their own vision. They chose to keep Shedeur, not cut him. They chose to place him behind Joe Flacco and Dillon Gabriel. So what does Shedeur Sanders himself think? In an interview with Mary Kay Cabot of Cleveland.com, Shedeur spoke openly, and his words reveal a different mindset than Eric Dickerson's frustration. Shedeur said, "Whenever I get on scout team, that's my game day. For me, I look at it like I'm playing 6 games a week instead of 1. The scout team receivers, all of us, we treat every single day like game day." Think about that. While Eric Dickerson is angry on the outside, Shedeur Sanders is calm on the inside. While Dickerson is calling for change, Shedeur is embracing patience. And this attitude...
Would any quarterback in his right mind be like, hey, I know you have to sit behind the best in the game, but according to some, I mean, he's the MVP. But wouldn't you learn so much too?
You would learn a lot. I mean, it'd make him a better quarterback. I mean, look, a lot of these guys, to me, they throw them in there too fast or too soon. But I mean, that's the age we're in right now. They want the number 1 picks to play right away, the quarterback. Some of them aren't ready. That's why.
It goes back to Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur shared advice he learned from his father, the legendary Dion. If you're doing something every single day, you better be getting better at it. That one line explains everything about Shedeur's mindset. He's not wasting this time. He's using every practice, every scout team rep to get better. He added more. "I'm ready for my opportunity whenever it happens. But in the meantime, while I'm not out there physically playing, I'm growing everywhere. The scout team or practice squad, we're like a real family." So here's the conflict. Eric Dickerson says Shedeur should be free. Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski have kept him in Cleveland. Joe Flacco and Dillon Gabriel are the 2 quarterbacks ahead of him. Shedeur Sanders continues to guide his son with lessons about growth and consistency. And Mary Kay Cabot gave Shedeur the platform to explain his own side of the story. This is not just about depth charts. It's about philosophy. Eric Dickerson's philosophy is urgency. Don't waste talent, don't waste time. Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski's philosophy is structure. Keep Sanders, develop him slowly. And Shedeur Sanders' philosophy, influenced by Dayon, is patience. Every day is an opportunity.
Because, I mean, the Browns have had so many first-round picks and screwed it up. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a bad football team. And they were bad when I played. I mean, they were decent. I think they were pretty good, but they're horrible.
So what do you think the move for Shedeur is at this point? Do you hope he gets cut? That way he can move on?
I don't wish that for anybody. You know, that's for the Browns. That's for Shedeur. That's for them to do. I mean, I don't think he's gonna get a fair shot there.
Joe Flacco, a Super Bowl MVP, a veteran who's been in this league for more than a decade. He knows the highs and lows of NFL life. For Shedeur, watching Flacco every day is like sitting in a masterclass of experience. Dillon Gabriel, younger, hungry, and also competing. His presence means Shedeur isn't just waiting, he's fighting. The Browns' quarterback room isn't just about one rookie. It's about multiple players proving they deserve the job. Andrew Berry. As general manager, he made the decision to keep Shedeur. If he believed Sanders had no future in Cleveland, he could have cut him. But he didn't. That decision speaks volumes about what Berry might see in Sanders' long-term potential.
I don't think the coach wanted him. They should have fired him too. But I'm not a Browns fan, at all. So I could care less. But I mean, I'm a Shedeur fan. I'm a Deion Sanders fan.
How about those Rams?
How about those Rams? They look pretty good right now.
They got a pair of wide receiving phenoms, and then a lot of people are saying Stafford looks like the best Stafford. Do you think that this is a real Super Bowl contender?
Well, of course. I mean, they had a chance last year.
Kevin Stefanski, the head coach, criticized by Dickerson, questioned by fans, yet ultimately responsible for who plays and who sits. If Stefanski truly didn't want Shedeur, Sanders wouldn't be here. The fact that he remains says there's more to the story. Mary Kay Cabot, the journalist who asked Shedeur the right questions. Her reporting brought Sanders' voice to the public, and that voice was patient, calm, and confident. And finally, Deion Sanders. His influence is everywhere in this story. His lessons about daily growth, about constant improvement, are shaping how Shedeur views this chapter of his career. So when we put it all together, this isn't just Shedeur Sanders versus the Browns. This is Shedeur Sanders with Deion's wisdom, standing between the outside frustration of Eric Dickerson and the inside leadership of Andrew Berry and Kevin Stefanski.
For the same stakes, but
Is it a statement? Like if they win Sunday, is that saying something
it's
to the
a statement,
Eagles?
but it's early in the year. It's early in the year, so it says a lot, but it doesn't mean a lot. I hate to say that. I don't want to say it like that because it is a division, not a division game. They're in the NFC East, and the NFC West, but it's a meaningful game. I mean, it comes down to a meaningful at the end of the season.
I hope they come out and knock them out. I really want.
With Joe Flacco and Dillon Gabriel ahead of him, with Mary Kay Cabot sharing his message. 8 people, each connected, each shaping the debate. And the question remains, will Shedeur Sanders rise above the Browns' depth chart? Will Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry give him his chance? Will Joe Flacco's experience and Dillon Gabriel's competition push him higher? Will Deion Sanders' advice keep him steady? And will Eric Dickerson's criticism prove to be right in the end? Only time will tell.